Alright, so this is basically just a video show the neutral game a Sin has against someone else. So the first thing you will see a Sin always do, decent Sin, is put down their flower, because it's really important for to get out of CC. So the first thing you can look at is if Sins put their flower down, they have a buff on their own bar, seeing how long the flower lasts. So you can exploit this by engaging them when their flower is about to run out, a second, maybe two. So the first and most obvious thing Sins are going to do in the neutral game is they try to body swap you, which is their tab, and then they're going to stealth, which looks like this. Tab into the 1. And this way, they're getting stealth. How do you prevent this from happening? You can SS this, which gives you iframes. You can block this, for example, as a blade. Which, one thing that doesn't work, why so good against destroyers, is they cannot block it with their spin. So yeah, generally all sort of iframe thingies work. Also, iframe store that LBMs get or the blade dancers get, this works again. The body. What else? So the next thing Sins are trying to do is they're gonna just put down their moths. So you're going to waste your SS because it has very slow traveling time. You can time it to SS it, or yeah, just use any sort of iframes to not get the moths. The good thing for Assassin is if it's going to work on you, then you cannot use defensive abilities. If you try to prevent this from happening, most of the time you're going to use your SS, the iframe, and that's another way for Assassins to bait out your SS, which is also really good. The next thing Sins can do if you play classes who can block, for example AFM, EM, is they're gonna use their 1 into a guard break, which is their right click. Here. So watch out if you play a class that can block and Sins are just gonna use their 1 to approach you, because this is what they're gonna do. To prevent this, you can just iframe it with, or just generally stop blocking. What else? That's honestly pretty much their neutral game. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I'm gonna show you in the next arena, which is they can either press 2 or they can press SS to proc their so-called leaf shift, or something like this one and this one, to teleport behind you, then on the next step to knock you down. If you play a block class, this is fairly easy to avoid. All you have to do is, if you see Sins use their SS or their 2, you turn around 180 degrees to start blocking. Other classes who can prevent this is the Destroyer, for example, who can just spin. And in the first 0.5 seconds of that spin, Sins actually get parried and dazed from this. So one thing they can do is they press 2 and then press F like this, and then they're knocked, and then you're knocked down. And the other thing, you have to wait for this to run out. Sins can SS there. And yeah, this is pretty much the entire neutral game Sin has. The last one would be if they're out of combat, then they can just sprint into right click, get teleported behind you, which you can exploit very easy for classes. Okay, so the other thing is the Sin has to be a bit closer to use the SS into the F. Another thing would be that a Sin turns around here 180 degrees and then uses SS to use it as a gap closer, and then use the F. Didn't go off, and I'm gonna so if Sins are far away and they want to iframe something, I don't know, from AFM or from FM, they're just gonna SS here into the F. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. As block classes, you want to turn around and block it. As a spin class, if you see them do this, you can anticipate your spin. Or what you can do otherwise is yield as a destroyer, for example, and turn 180 degrees. Yeah, so this would be it about the neutral game of Sins. And the last one would be that they can sprint when they're out of combat and just press right click, which is very easy to exploit like this here. And they always turn, they always appear on the other side where the Sin is standing. So in this case it would be here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the neutral.